What's up, guys? It's MamaDeadHead. I just got done watching Today and Tomorrow, and as you can tell, I cried a little bit. Oh, I'm so upset. So upset. Okay, I'm trying to clear my mind, clear mode in my mind, and get rid of everything that is possibly going to happen in the future. Because I'm gonna die watching the show. This show is legitimately gonna kill me. Okay, this episode. I really enjoyed this episode. It really kind of opened up what this Key to the Future group is. I'm gonna call them Key to the Future because I think that sounds cool. And they have keys, so the keys on the maps that they had looked similar to the ones on the map, like the same skeleton key pattern, but it was actually on the map versus a key like pasted to a map, and obviously the one that Logan had was a small map, not one like a giant one on a wall. Sorry if this is weird to have. I just looked up and saw it. But anyway. So it makes sense that they did not kill Alan Morgan, seeing that they've seen the tapes and they know that they were on the tapes. They know that that would just cause unnecessary conflict when they don't know how to make oil, but our group does. So killing any one of them can cause issues. Virginia. Okay, first off, the actress is amazing. I just want to say that the actress absolutely nails this character. Now, I've been seeing, and I addressed this in my last predictions video, I think, or maybe after the last episode, like when we really got introduced to them, because we've seen like pictures, but we haven't actually been introduced. A lot of people were saying, oh, they're like the Saviors 2.0. They're, taking the storyline from The Walking Dead. She's like Lady Negan. And I don't really see it that way. Does she and that group have an oppressive thumb over everyone, like, in it from within? Yes. But I think the majority of villainous groups do. So to say that that's specific to, like, the Saviors, I mean, I can see that as a similarity, but I don't really see much else. This group is about pushing forward to the future and settling and having all these different outposts and like growing Texas into their settlement. And the Saviors were all about their like relatively, comparison wise, small conflicts that they had with gimme, gimme, gimme half your stuff. They weren't thinking about the future, they were just thinking about themselves. And also, I don't get the feeling of, like, whenever Negan would walk by, people would, like, bow to him. I don't get that feel from her yet, but it is still early. And the pushing forward to the future thing, that's, like, the big thing for me, because the Saviors were really all about themselves. Is she charismatic like Negan? Yeah. But, in the grand scheme of things, a good villain is always very charismatic. They're the ones that like really stick out in your head and you're like, wow, they're a really good villain. That's why people like Negan so much, is because he's just so hilarious to watch. And she's not hilarious to watch, but she's, what am I trying to think of? Like, she commands attention. Like, whenever she's talking, I'm sure that I'm making faces like, oh my god, because I can't believe the words that are coming out of her mouth, but she says them in a way like she just sat down and put her feet up, and, I think that she's really cool, but I also hate her. So I think that makes a wonderful villain. Now, people for some reason in this show just hate nice moments. I think that all moments need to be action and zombies and whatever. And I feel you, like, I get that. I don't get, like, all the hate that goes on. Like, if somebody even likes the show, people will, like, attack them for it. I think that that's just, like, why? It doesn't make much sense. Like, it makes sense to watch a show that you like and talk about it. What doesn't make sense is to watch a show you hate and talk about it every single second of the day. That's just a bit unhealthy, not good for your mind at all. You should definitely watch stuff that you enjoy. Just, you know, take control of that. If you don't like it, it's fine. Just like, if you want to keep up with what's going on, read it online. There are plenty of like really big, in-depth conversations and stuff about what happens in an episode. You don't have to see it and like go complain about it. So I loved the Daniel and I want to say Karen, the Daniel and Grace moment, mainly because I love Ruben Blades and I love Karen David, and the fact that they actually got to showcase their talent together on the show. Oh my goodness, I just feel like the luckiest girl in the world. That was just amazing. Amazing. Let me see. With Grace's, I know that the next one, and I was about to say like kind of exactly what it says in the synopsis. With Grace's condition worsening, Morgan has to do something. He has to like make a tough call or something. Not looking forward to that. Probably gonna cry for the next episode. The complex that they had in this one, Virginia's group, I see why they wanted to take it, because it already had like a good foundation. It's really hard to build something completely from scratch, but when you already have like that much, I can see why those people survived there for as long as they did. And I don't think that that's unrealistic either, because there has to be communities like that everywhere, that if there's no like threatening outside force, which at some point, if it's the apocalypse, you're gonna have an antagonist in your real life story, but not everywhere has that, if that makes sense. Like, not every single community is gonna have a villain community for it. There's just like not that many, if that makes sense. But yeah, I like where they were set up. They had a nice setup. I'm interested to see where Tom's story goes, if he is going to actually find his sister. I'm also interested if we're going to see Sherry. I did see just this random theory of Sherry being in this new Key to the Future group. Now, I'm trying to think of anything else that happened in this episode. I'm trying to be like, you know, I'm not trying to think about the future. I know that I keep talking about it, but I'm really not trying to think about it because it's going to make me cry. All the solar panels in the truck. I wish that they did not have to leave those behind, because I feel like that truck is going to get jacked. There's no way that, or they'll find it and there's like nothing in it, because the horseback group already found it. Especially because they're already, I don't know how close they are, but it seems like they have a fair amount of people, and I mean, if I found a truck full of supplies, I'd take it. And then I'm trying to think. Yeah, because they are looking for the sister, so. Now, Virginia seemed just absolutely pissed that Althea and Morgan were not on board with her plan. Because she was like so happy and smiley to their face, but as soon as they turned around, like, it was gone. She went straight from like, oh, like, this is how great it is, like, do you guys want some jam? And then as soon as he like turned around, she was like pissed. I've never watched this actress. I don't believe I could have and just not known. I don't believe I've seen her in anything else, but she is great. She's awesome. She's something else. She plays this character so I know that I've said that like 10 times in this video, but she just plays it so well. She does so well with this. Skidmark is alive. Daniel is alive. I am worried. I'm going to talk about the future again. I'm worried that potentially what he said is like a jinx. Like, if anything happens to me, like, I need you to watch out for Skidmark and Charlie. I like that we got a little bit of Skidmark background. That was sweet. That it seemed like for the longest time that, you know, that's all that there was going to be. Just Daniel and Skidmark, which isn't necessarily like a bad thing. But I'm glad that the group came into Daniel's life. I do like that a lot of characters are getting positive story in this season, just for the simple fact that we haven't had a lot of positive in Fear. I went back and I've watched like the first 3 seasons again, and like the season 3 finale is essentially maybe like a couple days off of when Rick wakes up. Our group went through so much in that time that they deserve some happiness. And I know that people just think like their characters kill zombies, kill zombies, kill zombies, but the zombies at some point were people, and especially like in the beginning, they're not, you know, like rotting and whatever. So killing them is going to take a toll on you. It's going to be exhausting. Your lifestyle completely changes. And like one thing that I thought was really nice was that Alicia was getting this art time. Now, when we first meet her, her and her boyfriend are like artistic people. So for her to have that, I think is great. For Daniel to have found this group and realized there's more out there, I think that's great. I think that's nice. I mean, there's characters that I'm like not incredibly fond of, but the fact that some people are getting like positives in a genre as a whole that's so negative, I like that. Yeah, like I was saying about Daniel, sorry if I got like way too off track there. I'm worried that because he said that, it's going to be like some sort of switch between Grace and Daniel. Like, you know, whenever he showed up to Ophelia, she was almost gone. So maybe it's going to be some sort of trade so that it's going to be him this time instead of Grace. I don't know. I'm scared. I'm worried. I don't know what's going on. Okay. Nothing about the future. I'm going to make a predictions video soon. I'm going to watch the episode again since it is only Friday. But thank you guys so much for watching this. I do genuinely appreciate it. Comment down below. What did you think about this episode? Do you think that Grace and Morgan are finally going to have like a moment? I'm scared. I'm worried. When they get back together, if she's like legit dying, then they need to let my ship just have one moment with them together. The only ship that I've ever liked, the only ship that I've ever wanted. Like, it has to happen, please. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I'm gonna go cry into my pillow now while I try and think positive. Like I always say, think positive thoughts and some positive vibes. Bye guys.